Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday for the very first video of the year. I trust that everyone started off the year in a good place, and I wish continued success and prosperity to each and every one of you and your families throughout the year. Today, I'm going to be doing a replica of this card. It may not necessarily be the exact same colors and everything, but it will definitely be, show you how I achieved this card. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let you know what you would need. You would need your card base. And I normally use one 10-pound cardstock I get from Michael's. All of my cards are 5.5 by 4.25. You will also need a dress pattern of your choice. Again, I got this on Google, and you would need the color of the dress that you would like. What I did was you would need to actually like trace it to the back and cut it out. I also had a bunch of those 65-pound cardstock papers. I had punched out some flowers in there, and instead of throwing out this portion, I'm going to be utilizing it as a matted piece. And if you notice in the background of the this cardstock, I did do a little coloring in the back, so it will be like a backdrop. You do have the option if you want an embossing folder. I usually love embossing folders because I like the effect, and the interactive feeling of those, the embossing folders. So it's up to you if you want to emboss yours, but I wanted to do mine. I also suggest, if you do want, that you could have a bow or something or anything you like for the waist. I'm going to be utilizing for the background here a little bit of the blue and green. That's Distress ink. One is Mermaid Lagoon. The other one is Lucky Clover. You don't have to use that one. It's entirely up to you. I do have some doilies. I had a whole bunch of them that were on sale. I cannot even remember where, but I just have them and I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. And I saw the idea of utilizing it on a dress. So this design here is, I'm not sure if it's original, but it's what I chose to do. And that's what I came up with. Your sentiment of choice. Also for the waistline, you can either use, anything that matches. I think I'm going to use this silver here, which I kind of like. And of course, your ink. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. I'm going to go step by step, and let's go following. So first, I am going to cut out this. Okay, this is the first part. So I have cut out the dress. So now I am going to go ahead and work on these here. The first thing I'm going to do is to line them up and cut them in half. So we're going to do all three of those. We now have the skirt done. So if you notice, I have glued them to the parts to the back, but you make sure that it conforms to your design. Then you may have some extra piece, hanging. It just depends on the pattern you use. But for mine, what I did was I kind of used the base of this to cut out the little extra that was on the bottom. Now that you have the skirt done, the next thing would be to do the shoulders. Now, right now, I'm going to do this dress a little differently. So I am going to, let's see, I am going to kind of like do a bit of a cut off on that. So I think I just want to have a one shoulder at this time. What I did was I cut off the edging on this, and now I'm going to go ahead and just get this stuck around here. Now, if you notice, there's a piece hanging over there, so kind of gauge it because you don't want it to be sticking out from the waistline when you put your your piece here. Make sure that when you layer it across, it is covering the edge of the shoulder. So you would utilize this here, and then of course you keep adding pieces, and then you trim off the edges so you still have your the edges like this. I'm going to go ahead and get this done. This part would be the card base. So now that we have the dress done, it's time to do the card base. So what I do is I go ahead and just kind of mark this area just to see where I need to put the color in the background. So I'm going to just mark an X and then kind of do some kind of guide as far as, using a pencil so I can go as wide as possible on and know how, pretty much my color. So let's get started. There is your final product. I will not be using my sentiment because this already has birthday, you know, hmm, on it here pretty much from the embossing folder. So this is a standalone card. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.